Hi everyone, welcome to Colouring with Kay and thank you for joining me today. So in this video I am going to share these chalk pastel coloured pencils that were sent to me kindly by Lightwish in order to do a quick review on them. So basically these are from Lightwish and thank you for contacting me, and these are something that I am interested to try out. So these are actually charcoal coloured pencil set. There are 24 colours, and so they're sort of chalk pencils, and we're going to have a look at them. So this is the tin they come in. It did actually come in this cardboard box first. Took it out of there, and then we've got this plastic film on it, which I'll take off. Kitty says hello because I think one or two of you have asked where Kitty was. Kitty was on a long vacation over Christmas, so yeah, she's back and she's happy to be back. So I'm just going to put her back where she rests and let's get started. So I have used a scissor to already cut this, because you know what I'm like when it comes to unpackaging things. So yes, this is what we have. So nice portrait actually, I think, completed with the chalk pastels at the front of the tin. So we've got 24 colours, and then nicely protected by this little bit of foam, and then these are the pencils. Now I thought these would be really good. We've got little string pull-outs, which is quite nice. So they just lift out, but yeah, it would be nice to do a swatch and then check these out. So let's have a look at a pencil first. Let's have a look at this sort of green one here. So yeah, they feel quite nice actually. Really nice feel. They are quite light as well. So it says Naoni pastel pencils on it, and then we've got this star system here, which I think indicates the degree of light fastness. The more stars, the more light fast it is. We've also got the pencil number, so 012. Now if we look at the back, we've also got, there it is, so it's like a moss coloured pencil. Now yeah, so basically you've got the numbers, which is a good way for you to actually swatch them out, so that's good. And you've got a coloured tip to show you what colour it is. So it is a 4.2mm thick core and highly pigmented, so we'll have a look at that when I swatch it now. So let's have a little look. So now I am only swatching it out on some, what do we call this? Well, it's this paper here actually, so I can show you some cartridge paper. So it has got some texture. It's 140 GSM. That's what I usually use for my swatches. So let's come in a little bit close here and let's just start with our swatching. I can't remember which one was the, doesn't really matter how I swatch out anyway. So let's go with 044, which is like a brownie colour. So that's what we have. Now I have got some, I'm just gonna sort of have this thing here which has got various like blending tools. So I'm gonna use, looks like a sort of an eyeshadow applicator. So I guess we could soften these by blending it out like that. So for backgrounds, I was thinking these would be really good for backgrounds. You know, and because they come in a pencil form, you can sort of get into small areas quite easily, especially if you've got a detailed page. So yeah, that's that. Now the only other thing is that, what was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, I would just use a piece of scrap paper to sort of wipe that away, but I might just rather than blending each one, I might just do it like this so that you can, I just wanted to see how it would, you know, blend out. So that's that one, nice colour. And then we've got 058. So you do get obviously some dust off it, which is expected because they are chalk. 032. Now there's only 24, so I might just do all of these. I'm going along rather than speed it up. But yeah, I am liking them, definitely liking them. 020. I'd say the barrel colour is quite similar. If you look, the barrel colour is quite similar. Or when I say barrel, I mean the end tip, basically. It's quite similar to the actual colours. So that one is this one here. So yeah, very good match. This one here looks like a white. I wonder if you could use the white for highlighting, you know, like on your, you know, for when you've nearly finished a picture to highlight. So yeah, you can see this one has got quite a high star rating, which means it is more light fast as a colour. Generally the darker colours would be expected to be more light fast. I think, I'm not an expert on this sort of stuff. 009, so that's a bright orange. I think if I use these for backgrounds, then I would probably use one of these or another sort of a blender to blend them out. And I guess these would erase quite well as well, so because they're only chalk, so with your eraser I'm sure they would erase quite well. So next we have these. I'm going to just do it on the same sheet of paper. So 054. We have 007. 007. And then 045. So these, the dust, I would just tip into like a bin or something rather than blow it, and so that it goes all in the air, and you don't really want to inhale it, the small dust particles. But yeah, I definitely like the fact that these are a chalky pencil, and you know there's a little bit of a potential here, not a little bit of a, but an actual potential to use them sorry, for backgrounds. Now you could use a knife, but I am not really too comfortable using a knife to sharpen. I mean, you are supposed to, pastel pencils, you're supposed to use a knife, really a craft knife, to sharpen them, but I just don't like using a knife, so I would probably use a sharpener. I have got like a pastel type of sharpener here, so I'd probably use that. I wouldn't use my usual pencil sharpener. I think this one is a bit more, you know, like the makeup sharpener for eyebrow pencils or whatever, or eyeliners. I think those are for softer sort of cores. And then last one, sorry that was a little bit boring, wasn't it, going through this, but at least you get to see in real time what all the colours swatch out as. So I'm going to tip the dust into there, and then that's what we have. Snark it a bit, that's it. Right, so this is our, let's get you out a little bit so you can actually see the whole page. So this is basically our swatch. So some lovely colours. You've got some lovely neutral, earthy tones there, with one you know, grey there that we've got, and then some orange warm colours here. The only thing I'd say is it would have been nice to have another blue, because we've got two greens really, but not just only one blue. I'm not sure if this is a dark. Yeah, I think it looks like an indigo, this. Very, very dark, but there's not like a medium blue. But apart from that, the colours are beautiful. The colours that are actually in this set are beautiful. Okay, so let's try to sharpen one of these, which is the most bluntest. Does that one look a bit blunt? Yeah, let's have a look at sharpening this one. Yeah, this pen sharpener's working well. You do have to be gentle, so I'd only sharpen it a little bit because they are quite delicate, the chalk pencils. So yeah, sharpening seems okay. So what I'm going to do is find a little background to do, and then try to attempt to do a background with these pastel pencils. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I thought I'd do this bit as a voiceover. So I am working in my Lost and Found hardback book copy. So I've decided to use some warm colours. I've used the 009, 017, 031 and 010. So basically the orangey red colours, the warm colours, just to make a background around the keyhole. So these are the charcoal coloured pastel pencils or chalk pencils, and they felt quite nice laying down in terms of, you know, I mean, they blend really well because it's the sort of medium. The colours sort of blended with each other really well with little effort, and then especially when I used my sort of what can I call it, the eyeshadow sponge brush. It's not a brush, but you know what I mean, the sponge pad to sort of smoosh the colours together. That was quite easy, like you can see me doing here. It was really easy to blend the colours together and make them merge or blend in well with each other. And it was nice to sort of make the colour fade out into the into the sort of corners of the page, I guess. I used a total of about 3 or 4 different colours, and yeah, it was easy, it was quick. The colours are really nice and blendable, as I said, and in some parts I did go over the actual picture on the edge, because obviously the blending tool that I'm using isn't as precise as you know, as you could make it really. So basically just using my Tombow eraser or even the Derwent electric eraser would get rid of that. Now I did do the other half of the page off camera just because I was on a phone call, so I thought I might as well get it done while I'm talking. And then now you can see me add some dark colour. That was actually the 010, the beautiful deep red, sort of almost burgundy colour, I think. And I decided to add that to some of the edges of the picture really, just on some areas, because I thought it added a little bit more depth. But yeah, it was really easy to work with the pencils, very little mess as well, really easy to erase if you do go over the lines and onto the picture, which is really good, which is what you'd expect with a medium like this. But I then, for the final bit, decide to just use the blending tool to just merge out the colour a bit more, so to blend it out into sort of nothingness, so that it, you know, blend or fades into the edge of the page. Now I decided that the closest part to the keyhole I was actually going to use pencil anyway, as in coloured pencil, rather than the charcoal coloured pencil. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this. I could have used a circle stencil. I thought later I could have used a circle stencil to sort of, and I might still do that, but I'm not sure, to sort of use the eraser to make some circle background, you know, like fading into the white. So here you can see I'm trying to blend it out more into the white, so it looks more blended out, really, I guess. So it looks better. But yeah, I might still do that off camera, and then hopefully you'll see this page in my completed pages for the end of January. So you'll see whether I decide to actually use the stencil to erase some, a bit like a bokeh background, but not quite. But yeah, these pencils, highly recommend them. I will link the product below, so that if you are interested in purchasing them, you can use the link. The link is not affiliated or anything like that. But yeah, I would recommend these for use in background. So until next time, guys, take care, happy colouring, bye.